Oh, it's time, baby. The Yankees lineup is out, and the NFL is back. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Hope you're all doing well. Yankees are coming off a win yesterday against Toronto Blue Jays. They have the opportunity to pick up another game today on the rubber match before the Detroit Tigers come into town for a 3-game set. So far, Yankees are 3-2 in this 12-game stretch, right? And I have the lineup out for you. But guess what's back? The NFL, week 1 is here, okay? And I have the game layout for you, and the over-under, and the picks for those that like to bet, and so on and so forth. I'm going to give you all that stuff, right? So far, we had 2 games. Opening night, the Eagles beat the Cowboys 24-20 in Philly, and then the Chargers actually beat the Chiefs 27-21 in Sao Paulo, Brazil. So they went to Brazil to play some football. But with that said, what else we got going on here? We got Tampa Bay Bay Buccaneers versus the Atlanta Falcons. The over-under on that game is 47 points. Tampa Bay is a 1-point favorite. I'm actually going to go with Tampa Bay. Cincinnati Bengals versus the Cleveland Browns. The over-under on that is 47.5 points. Cincinnati is a 5.5-point favorite. I'm actually going to go with Cincinnati. The Miami Dolphins versus the Indianapolis Colts. Over-under on that is 46.5. Indianapolis is a 1-point favorite. I'm actually going with Miami. Right. Then you got the Las Vegas Raiders versus the New England Patriots in New England. Over-under on this is 44 points. And New England's a 2.5-point favorite. I'm going with the Patriots. Arizona Cardinals versus the New Orleans Saints. Over-under on this is 44.5 points. Arizona's a 6.5-point favorite. I'm going with Arizona. The Pittsburgh Steelers are in MetLife to face my New York Jets. The over-under on this is 38 points, so it sounds like it's going to be a defensively strong game, right? The Pittsburgh Steelers are a 3-point favorite, but I'm going with the Jets, all right? There you go. Shut down, pound Aaron Rodgers. Just give him a knuckle sandwich times 8. Then you got the New York Giants in Washington to face the Commanders. Over-under on this is 45.5 points. Washington is a 6-point favorite. I'm actually going to go Washington, but not probably by less than that. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants won. And then you got the Carolina Panthers versus the Jacksonville Jags. And the over-under on this is 46.5 points. Jacksonville is a 4.5-point favorite. I'm going with Carolina, even though I like quarterback from the Jags, Trevor Lawrence. I like him. Minnesota Vikings are in Chicago to face the Bears. Over-under is 44 points. Minnesota's a 1.5-point favorite. I'm going with the Vikes. San Francisco 49ers are in Seattle to face the Seahawks. The over-under is 43.5 points. San Francisco's a 1.5-point favorite. I'm going with Seattle. The Tennessee Titans are in Denver to face the Broncos. The over-under is 42.5 points. Denver's an 8.5-point favorite. I'm actually going with Denver. Detroit is in Green Bay to face the Packers, the Lions. The over-under is 47.5 points. Green Bay is a 2-point favorite. I'm actually going with Detroit, even though they lost Aaron Glenn to my Jets. Then you got the Houston Texans in LA to face the Rams. The over-under is 43.5 points. The Rams are a 3-point favorite. I'm going with Houston Texans, actually. And then you got the Baltimore Ravens versus the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. Over-under is 50.5 points. You got 2 high-flying offenses there. Baltimore is a 1-point favorite. I'm going with Baltimore. Okay. Now, that's the football layout. Who are your picks? Who are you going for? Now let's talk about baseball. How about the lineup today? So what do we have? Okay, in the game. It's pretty similar to what we were experiencing. I guess they're going to go with what works, right? Trent Grisham is in leading off in center field. Then Aaron Judge is back in the outfield today, batting second in right field. Cody Bellinger is batting third in left field. Ben Rice cleaning up at first base. Giancarlo Stanton's back in there at the DH spot, batting fifth. Jazz Chisholm batting sixth at second base. Austin Wells off a really good game yesterday. He's at the dish, batting seventh. Anthony Volpe's at shortstop, batting eighth. I'd like to see some more Caballero. Ryan McMahon is batting ninth, off another good game as well. He's had a good stretch recently. He's coming into his own with the Yankees, batting ninth at third base. And on the mound is Max Fried. Who is he facing? Max, Hall of Fame, future Hall of Famer, Scherzer. Scherzer was pushed back from yesterday to today because he had back spasms either late last weekend or early in the week, so they pushed him back to today. So, but I still think the Yankees are favored here. Yankees have a good of a chance in there, but I would encourage them to jump on Scherzer early, right? Jump on him fast. Get guys on base. Wreak havoc on the base pass. Distract the pitchers. Make him work the counts, please. Right? No more first pitch strikes and first pitch ground outs and first pitch pop ups. This guy's an older pitcher. Let him work the count. Okay, and it doesn't mean older pitchers can't work the counts. You saw Justin Verlander the other day, 42-year-old. He threw like 125 pitches. 125 pitches in a freaking game. So now Scherzer's got a little bit more of an injury history than Verlander, but I would still be not sleep on Scherzer. But I would encourage them to work the count every opportunity they get. Right? Steal bags whenever you can steal bags. Make him and Kirk work. Right? Make them work. Really. The Yankees do have an opportunity to win this game. And like I said, Detroit Tigers come into town after that for a 3-game set against the Yankees in the Bronx before we head out to Fenway to face the Red Sox for 3. The good thing about the Tigers is that it looks like we're not going to have to face Tarek Skubal. So there's that. Advantage Yankees, right? And have to shut down Gleyber Torres in his return to the Bronx, right? And then the Boston, my guess, we're probably going to face Garrett Crochet and or this new kid, Peyton Tole, this new stud pitcher that they have, rookie, barely a rookie. My guess is we'll probably see one of them or maybe both of them. And those are both lefties. So my guess is you'll see some Austin Slater. You'll see some more Ahmed Rosario. And we need to see more Ahmed Rosario. I don't want to sit him too long. We got to get him in the games. Let him play. He's a productive player. Let's get him in there. Right? And Jose Caballero. Let's wreak havoc on the base paths. Boston is an athletic team. They're fast. Got to negate that. We got to beat them at their own game. Same thing goes with the Tigers. Got a lot of firepower. We got to beat them at their own game. But right now in front of us, we have the Toronto Blue Jays. We can pick up another game and be 2 games out of the division after this game if we win. Toronto does own the tiebreaker. If they win, if they end the season tie first, they do have an advantage because they own the tiebreaker. So they would get the edge. So the Yankees would have to win the division flat out in order to not, in order to prevent that from happening. Right. So, and they do have the ability to do that. They have to play a hell of a good baseball over the next couple of weeks. And we're going to need some breaks from Toronto losing some games and stuff. So, but I still believe in this team. Give me your take, gang. What are you thinking? What are you thinking what's going to happen today in football, too? It's a big day for sports. Let's go, baby. Come on.